What's up, guys? Sub-Zeric here, back for another VOD review. Today, as you can tell by the uh 10% of forehead in the bottom right. Oh, we're up to like 100%, 130%. We've even got eyes in the bottom right. We are watching some K3 Soju. Soju has been streaming his climb a lot of ups and a lot of downs, honestly, for Soju. He'll have days where he's just averaging a 3.0, 111 popping off, and then he'll have days where he's just averaging like a 4.7. So, I mean, that's why you watch Soju, right? This guy does some crazy stuff sometimes. He is a man of the people. He is a man of content. And if he sees a golden egg, he's gonna take it. If he sees a stupid augment that he knows is gonna be fun, he'll take it and then complain about bot foring right after, which is, I mean, how could you watch anything else? So I wanted to watch some Soju. He also played a really cool game. This game, I just glanced at the game. I didn't spoil myself too much on augments and stuff, but I like the final board that he ended up on. I think it was a very flexible, cool game. So I'm excited to see how he got there. Start the game off. Our components certainly lean AP. Shojin plus Rod looks very reasonable to play into something like a Karma, into something like Rise, into anything really, into something like Vagar. There's not really another slam here. Gunblade is just quite a bad slam in general, and Archangels as well is not really what you're looking for. First augment here, Risky Moves, Silver Spoon, and Trinity Force the first. Triforce, not amazing. Risky Moves, I think, is statistically the best out of these, though Silver Spoon's also pretty good as well. Silver Spoon is definitely like more win streak, though I mean, also you kind of want more win streak with the other setup as well. It is also item payout galaxy, so anything that gives us items we are going to feel good about taking. So definitely something to keep in mind. Thanks for highlighting that, Mr. Soju. You're a good co-host in these VODs. Silver Ticket. We don't really have a reroll comp. Obviously, we have 3 Ashes, but our items to play like Ash Jaxtriel don't look amazing. I mean, this is half of a lot of good stuff. This is like half of Gwinsu, half of some kind of sword item on either Jax or Ash, and then half of like tier, which is like adaptive onto Jax or something like that. But I'm not that hyped about it. We'll see. You do have extra econ in this galaxy, so something like Silver Ticket is nice. Ooh, we rolled into Over Encumbered as our last pick here. I love Over Encumbered. Just 3 components is such a big bonus, especially because like we're already gonna be playing like not an amazing opener here, so we can just do something like this. Yeah. Ooh, we actually missed on taking Copycat here, but that's okay. And we are gonna throw items onto the Zillion. I mean, imagine you still take maybe actually the idea is that we're not going to take Copycat here, even though like it's not going to do anything here. I think I would take it just at the end of combat here with the idea, oh, that is a what the fuck. Okay. Soju, I mean, he's a perfect content creator. Is going to actually, I mean, this is maybe actually smart from Soju with the idea that now we're actually potentially guaranteed to make gold. We would just have to sell this the Zillion here and then throw the Zoe onto our board here in order to make 10 gold. It looks like, okay, or even just sell the Ash. Sure. Yeah, I mean, Ash 2 is Ash 2, but he really wants to item hold the Zillion for whatever reason, interestingly. I mean, I would have been fine throwing the items onto Zoe, but Zillion, I mean, he's not a bad item holder. We are actually going to win this fight, which is a little almost not good as well, because now we end up in this weird spot here where we're lost into win, but our board's not necessarily that strong. So I fully expect Soju to make 20 gold here and just say, fuck it. Like my board's not that good. I mean, there's no way I'm playing for streak in this spot here. You can play the Galio on the board. Ooh, all right. This is the call. 3 portal is good. 3 portal is great. And Soju's gonna make the call. He's gonna say, I'm gonna play strongest board, just pre-level here, not make 20 gold in this spot. And maybe this fight's winnable. The Zillion's actually doing insane work. Though, yeah, I do think we are going to end up losing this fight, sadly. But yeah, we don't make the 20 gold here. We are loss, win, loss, which feels bad. But, we have the pre-level. We have the portal board to play around as well, which feels pretty good. Rod open here. This can be Morello. This can be Deathcap. Morello is like kind of like, you can put it on everybody. Deathcap is just like a stronger item in general, I would say. Oh my god. Soju jump scare when he actually sits up in his seat and he's about to start tryharding. But yeah, so far, I don't know. It's an interesting spot. For Forger and Remover here, we are just going to, of course, slam the Morello immediately. It's a good item to make here. And yeah, I mean, at this point, Soju is looking at Karma. He's looking at Rise as well. Just an AP game from here. I love an AP game. On current patch, just because I really am a believer in this Karma comp. I'm a pretty big believer in the Rise comp as well. I'm pretty happy with it. It really just depends on if we get AD items or not. Rise comp can basically use 0 AD items, whereas the Karma comp, you can item hold Fiora, you can item hold, even Gwen can use some kind of AD items a little bit. So it's really nice. We are on a bit of a one streak here. We are just going to throw this. I like this a lot, actually. You get to throw the jacks onto our board here, get chrono, and then make 30 gold here. And yeah, I mean, I'm honestly quite impressed by how well Zillion has item held this stage. I think this is a really, really good call out from Soju to understand that, like, Zillion, especially just with a Shojin and Morello, he's doing good damage here. He's getting kills, which is what you want units to do when you aren't, win streaking. You want to just guarantee kills. And those bombs are, I mean, they're AoE, but they're a lot of single target damage on their target. So I think it makes sense. Curious to see if Soju picks up an orb for minions here. The orbs, if they have a couple units in them, are going to explode into gold here. We are only 2 gold off of making, so I think I would actually pick up an orb here at least to see if we cannot make gold here in the situation here. No econ, so I guess we're just, oh, okay. Ooh, smart by Soju actually to make the slam here. That's why he's holding on to these components here. Steadfast, a good slam as well here. Now we get to make 40 gold with that slam. He's looking for another slam, but I don't think one actually exists here, which feels kind of bad. Yeah, I don't know what that is. All right, there's our 3 components here, man. Ooh, and a random portal champion is cool. Fuck it, just give us a random rise here. Over encumbered feels so good here. Oh, we got an Ezreal actually. You know what? I'll set up in my share as well. All right, let's look at items here. But yeah, over encumbred's so broken in this portal. Maybe the best augment that we could have gotten, actually, with the fact that it's 3 components and it's going to be like 3 gold, basically. All right, so item-wise here, we've finished a lot of karma items. We have this leftover rod, which maybe can end up being something like a death cap. I'd be happy to make other slams. I mean, you have like Edge of Night Hodge here as your other potential slams here, and then hold on to rod for some kind of last item. I don't dislike that, but let's see what the slams look like here. He's gonna go Shiv for the shred. Okay, so that gets rid of the bow and the tier, so no Hodge possibilities anymore. But Shiv guaranteeing shred makes sense, and then you can hold on to this rod. I feel like you're probably going to have to play into the Karma version of the board, but we're gonna see. Lotus, Row Rejuvenation, Thornplated. I don't really like Row Rejuvenation or Thornplated. Thornplated's not bad, I guess, as tank, but yeah. And yeah, he actually just rerolls all 3 of these. I guess he's glancing at support cash here. I mean, Slammin's, I mean, it gives you another component. You would have to make all your items here. Like, I'm not mad about making something like Edge of Night. You might have to make a rod item here. Yeah, he's going to take the slam in here because the component's good. Oh, and then you can just make TG. I mean, TG Edge of Night looks fine to me, and then you hold on to rod here. But let's see. I mean, there's also TG Crown Guard, I guess, if you want to hold on to sword here and keep the opportunity. Yeah, he's going to go for this. Hold on to the sword. And now you don't necessarily have to play. You're still open here. This is smart from Soju. You get to be open to both options. We can still easily play a portal game from here. It's not really portal, it's more like Arcana Rise. Or we can play the Karma game if we end up hitting for it. We haven't committed ourselves to AD items yet. And the Crown Guard can just go onto a tank later, right? This can go into Nasus, it can go onto like not Rise, I don't know, I'm thinking Rise, Tariq. So, it feels good to be able to play for that. We get Shapeshifter here, gonna move TG over to the Swain here. I like it. And I mean, we hit the Zillion too as well, who's going to be our item holder. Might end up on our late game board, probably. If we play around Karma, certainly will end up on our late game board. This guy's Portal and somebody else we were fighting at a Portal opener here. So this is also just kind of an interesting question, is like how contested is this this Portal line and like Rise and these type of units, because it's, if that many people are playing around Portal, it's going to be hard to find this stuff, and then maybe we should just angle towards Karma. Second pick on Carousel here. There is a Nami, but we can't pick that up. We have the Rod open here. He's looking at maybe this Rakan, which is, oh no, we have the sword open here, right? We used Rod to make Crown Guard here. Okay, sword open here. So the idea is this could be BT. This is also a Rakan if we want it. I wonder if he will just end up slamming this BT here, because if we do slam BT, then we are kind of locked in to this comp. I mean, we can level here. It's so cheap, and yeah, the BT does end up getting slammed here. So not 100% locked into to playing around Karma, I would say, but certainly what you would prefer to play in this spot here. We can also fit Frost on this board, which is pretty cool. And yeah, he's going to hold on to some of this stuff here. The Zoe, the Pop. I mean, this stuff's getting sold later, though. It's fine. Okay, so, I mean, we have a lot of good items slammed. We have 2 tank items, 3 kind of AP-ish items, and the Shiv can kind of go on anyone. And then 1 kind of like AD bruiser item in the BT. So you would look for your items out of Wolves, hopefully, to be more stuff for that setup. Ooh, early Karma is nice to allow us to just play around this for now. Yeah, we don't have to play this guy, so we can actually just fit Fairy, and this looks good. The question is, does Shiv go onto this Karma here? It's actually pretty tough. Okay, he is going to throw it onto Karma here. I might have I think what I would have done this round is actually not moved items to Karma yet, because I don't really want to commit this Shiv to Karma. Because what happens if we get like Rod here? I mean, you're probably not getting Rod. But it actually would feel bad if we get dropped like a full Karma item. Also, look at this. We're not even going to hold on to the Nami in this spot. He is fully in his head committed to playing around Karma because he knows that he has this BT made. It's going to be really, really awkward to try to play around like Tark with a BT. Now, like, you could maybe make the argument that you could go for it. You could maybe even like reforge the BT down the line, but yeah. We're gonna level next round and roll a lot here. I can actually break it down here and slow it down here. I mean, that's a Warmog. It's not a bad item by any means. We have Morellos already, so I don't think we need any of that other stuff. Temporary TG is like fine, but looks like we're not going to go for it. And he's going to roll for the board. This Soju guy, ooh, Sticky Finger is actually great in this. Ooh, Smolder plus, oh, there's so many 5 costs. I mean, Morgana is the big one to hit. Smolder, I don't think is going to actually end up on our board. I think we're kind of just making ourselves dizzy for fun here, but Morgana is huge here. She holds the TG fantastically. She gives us 4 Preserver, which is really, really big. Continue to roll down there. Olaf Pair here can hold on to the BT for now. We also do still have this Swain here that could fit onto the board. We would just have to get Katarina for now. Yeah, I mean, I actually kind of like Swain over Katarina here. It fills out the synergies beautifully. And we can play this this Frosty version of the board, which I think is not one that a lot of people are that, you know, like, ooh, Chain Vest here. I mean, we have to slam this for slam value, and it's Vow. I like it. The only weird thing is now we have this Crown Guard stuck on Katarina. Kind of awkward. Maybe the Crown Guard could have gone somewhere else. It's pretty difficult. This is actually tough. So Big Red Bag is obviously even more items, which is always good when you're getting gold for it. Reinforcement tends to be really good when you're playing around Karma, because like if we just get like a random Fiora or two off reinforcement, that's fantastic. Aggressive Preservation is also not even bad because we're playing 4 Preserver here already. We have a Morgana already. I'm really curious. I could see the justification for any of these. I might go Aggressive Preservation here. He's looking at Big Grab Bag though. Okay, I mean, items are items in this galaxy. All right, continue to roll down, pick up the this guy 2-starred. There is the dude, so I feel like we are gonna make this swap over. Though, yeah, this is really, really smart. Pop off the TG. I almost though don't want to put the TG onto Morgana. We got some solid AD items, so ooh, we're gonna make IE, and yeah, I think this makes more sense as weird as it looks. And then we just have to TG the Rakan, which is fine. And he opted to bow the Bard, interestingly. Bow the Bard. I'm surprised by that. I really would probably throw that onto Emilio here to have higher odds of farming us more components with stuff, but whatever. I love how flexibly Soju did this roll down. You know, he found the solid 5 costs and he slotted Olaf onto this board perfectly here. He opted to not play the Swain because we picked up this Melio that we can just play onto this board. Melio fits beautifully. So it's just 4 Preserver Flex here. We have Karma paired in the spot, but the Olaf 2 should help us a lot. We have really, really good slams. I also really have to commend Soju's slams throughout this game. I think he's made really, really clutch decisions from start to finish on what items that he's made. And this comp, I feel like, is very, very... Most 4-cost comps, I feel like, are very item dependent. I mean, I guess... lots of comps in TFT are item dependent, but you know, getting the right items onto your Karma, onto your like AD frontliner in this Olaf, I think is huge. And we can sit on this Olaf for a while, even though he's 0 traits here. He's not bad. We have Bow open here. That's a Karma 2. Did we get that? I think we did get that there, which is a huge upgrade. This also means that we can probably just chill out and not, you know, like overroll in a spot like this. We can just push 9 here. The only awkward thing is, oh, we would have got it anyway. We don't really want to make a Renans. Oh, I love this. I actually like this a lot. The Reforge. I was curious which item you reforge, but honestly, in hindsight, yeah, I like reforging the bow a lot because Cloak, it can either be a Morgana item, or if we get some kind of, I don't know, other item, it can just go onto the Olaf here. Interesting idea here to get in Frost and Shapeshifter here over the Bard. I mean, yeah, you can't really cut Melio at this point. You lose 4 Preserver and obviously Scholar for the Melio, but you do get in. I think this is probably correct. 3 Frost is big onto Olaf and its Shapeshifter onto your main tank here. I think you kind of have to fit it on the board. And where else? Yeah, there's nothing else you could. Wait, couldn't you cut Rakan though? I mean, I guess the idea is that Fairy is better than Scholar. I don't know if I even really buy that, and you're losing Bard too. I think you probably should have cut Rakan here, actually. I guess the only awkward thing is then, like, what are we doing with TG? If you cut Rakan, I mean, you'd have to throw it onto, like, random Swain for now, which feels kind of bad. Okay. I mean, it's a tough decision, but I think this Rakan tends to be one of the more cuttable units in this comp, just because he is, like, kind of a loser. He doesn't do that much. This Rakan unit sucks a little bit. He's got great traits. I mean, Preserver is cool. All right, but I mean... we're very, very rich at this point. We can push level very, very soon with the fact that we have Slammin and all of these component. I mean, all of these augments playing for Slammin was so smart of Soju and has put us into a really, really good spot. So yeah, we're just immediately gonna level here. Melio pair here, temporary Bramble. I mean, yeah, we scouted our matchups. It didn't look that important. There's Emilio 2 already, which is really nice. We don't actually have items for him. The armor is great here. Shojin would be a godsend. It has to be Shojin, right? There's no way we're making anything but Shojin here. And then Glove just has to go onto someone. It actually kind of sucks because we'd actually prefer to not put this Glove on anyone because it means that Bard is going to like steal some of these items. At least it's going to guarantee go to the Olaf and the Morgana first. So it's fine because they have 2 items each. And ooh, Karma clutches out this fight, which is really big. Also note that we're holding onto the Nasus here with the idea that, you know, maybe that's going to come in down the line as a main tank, though honestly, like, if we win this fight, I would not be surprised if we end up selling it. I mean, and yeah, we're playing the Olaf version of this board. I think you know, I think I've talked to before about this kind of package of units where you can fit in Swain plus Zillion and get Frost in. I think people talked about this. They used to talk about it in like the Callista version of this board where you're playing, you know, similar stuff, but around Callista instead. And then like it's also very, very doable to fit Olaf in as a duo carry. Or yeah, just in the Karma version, you can also fit this Olaf very, very nicely. So, you know, good on Soju to keep that flexibility in his roll down. Ooh, all 5s here. I think you definitely take this here because, yeah, the odds of hitting a Morgana 2 are huge. And Morgana 2 is just amazing on our board right now. We did also pick up Diana. Is there an idea of Diana in? Like Diana over Swain, and then you eventually get out of the Nico. I guess there's not really a Bastion that we're that hyped to play, and you know, like it's kind of hard to get out of the Nico right now. Witchcraft this late into the game is not really a very important synergy. A little bit of extra HP doesn't do much. Will we hold on to this Diana though? I mean, Diana 2 is definitely really good to play later, and yeah, you can see Soju think about it. 1 time, 5 Preserver, nobody wants it. And Frost plus 1 is like pretty bad compared to all the other stuff. Ugh, feels bad. All right. Just an item for Morgana, or what did we end up taking here? I actually didn't even see. Is that Titans we took? LW, okay. LW on the Briar. I mean, it's not bad. And like having a Briar is really, really nice. Unsippleable treasure chest onto this Swain feels good. And yeah, we're just gonna throw LW here. That's fine. I mean, if you hit a Briar 2, you play a Briar 2. No matter what. I guess at this point, I don't actually know what it would be. I mean, you'd move the TG to Briar for sure. The question is like, who would you cut, Nico or Swain here? Because like you don't really want to lose Frost, but like, I mean, honestly, you would probably cut the Nico and like move. You'd move one of these items to Morgana, and then the other items, I don't know, they would like sit on Swain for a little while. It feels kind of bad. Also holding on to this Nora potentially, though I don't really know how Nora comes in here. Yeah, it's tough. He took the Major Gambit. Wow. I mean, it's only 2 gold, and our board is not weak by any means. I like it. It's a little scary though, because obviously playing down a charm in one of these late game fights is bad, but like, you know, we're always going to be playing down this charm here, so we might as well just majorly Gambit here with how strong our board is. And if we can win this fight, it's so much gold back in our pocket. Yeah, there we go. The plus 10 here. Man, this is, I think that's maybe my favorite charm, Major Gambit. Like, it feels so good to get the payoff for actually hitting it there. Ooh, this is also interesting. Holding onto the Gwens here. Gwen is another unit that you can fit onto this board. It's a little bit hard though. But he's looking for the off ramp of eventually getting off this Olaf potentially though. Like, I mean, the idea I guess is that Briar could hold on to these Olaf items potentially. I don't think we're taking a spatula here, though he does go for the Reforge to look for a good spat here, and then, yeah, doesn't see anything that's too good. Radiant Eyes, pretty good. There's the Briar, too. And so, yeah, we're just going to move the TG over. It's kind of awkward. We can't move the Radiant IE over to the Briar here, so, yeah, he is just going to move the TG. I mean, I still think this is fine, though, just having TG onto random Briar. You know, she's gonna do fine with whatever items, and like having guaranteed damage items on someone like an Olaf, I think makes a lot of sense here. And he did opt to just get out of Frost. Actually, he did keep the Nico instead of the Frost here, with the idea that, you know, now that we have Briar, we have extra damage from Briar. We don't necessarily 100% need the Frost here. I mean, it's a hard call for sure. I mean, I think Rakan's gonna stay on this board here. I think this is close to what our final board's gonna be. I don't really. Like I said, I don't think Nico does that much, but we do need a shapeshifter on our board, so I guess it's just going to be Nico. I mean, that's why I think, like, I think Frost is a better synergy than Witchcraft here. I mean, both are pretty low impact. It's just that, like, the AD onto our Olaf, who's like a secondary carry, feels good to me. But hey, maybe if we hit a Swain 2, we'll get it in. I don't know. I'd be curious to see if we get Swain 2, if he would replace it. But hey, he's not even going to hold on to it. All right. Artifact here. And just the level 10. Okay, and 4 shape is his cap. Ooh. Cut down. Cut down to 3 preserver, get out of the Rakan, and play 4 shape here, and that's why we're holding on to this point. Oh, I mean, that's kind of an interesting way of capping out your board. I probably would have played something else. I'm not sure what I would have played in this situation. I'm trying to think about, because you have 4 preserver at this point. Like, there aren't any other like random fight. You could get like Diana Bastion in, but then you're losing shapeshifter. Oh, okay. I kind of like this. Looking at just a Bramble vest here for what our first Nasus item. I mean, it's a force-shaped Nasus, so he will be relatively tanky. Ooh, we get also a needlessly big gem here. Ooh, no, yeah. Definitely don't put that onto Zillion, because then he's gonna steal items. I guess there aren't very many units that he can steal items from, though. Our board is almost completely itemized at this point, and we are very, very high capped here. Looking to potentially win out this game. We are in a top 2, and hey, our board is very, very capped. I mean, I just love how Soju built this board. This is, I feel like, just very good TFT, slowly building his board up, putting the upgrades in that make sense, and getting from start to finish, taking good augments that make sense with his portal, making good slams, and winning the lobby. So a beautiful game from Soju that I really, really enjoyed. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch. All my other links down below. Thank you guys for watching.